This high-res audio adapter and DAC is ridiculously affordable. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here with my iPhone 17 Pro, and like so many modern devices, it has USB-C, but it no longer has a 3.5mm jack. Why all of the cell phone companies and so many device companies have moved away from 3.5mm escapes me. I really like it, but I can't get it. So I'm stuck using an adapter because I like wired headphones. These, for example, are the Beyerdynamic Tiger 300R 32 ohm gamer headphones. And they have a really nice sound, but the better a signal I can give it, the better the sound's going to be. The problem is, on the other end of this wire is something that is not compatible with my phone. This is not USB-C, and try as I might, it ain't gonna fit. But that's where there are lots of adapters. So here's one that I picked up. It's USB-C on one end and 3.5mm on the other. These are functional, but they don't add anything to the music. So whatever, we're gone. Apple sells a 3.5mm to USB-C adapter for $9. But for just a tiny bit more, why not get a high-res audio adapter, DAC, and amp? And that's what this is. This tiny, unassuming little device is the BZINK BA23 high-res UAC 2.0 audio adapter DAC. And it does a remarkably good job. Just like that other guy, it has USB-C on one end and 3.5mm on the other. It includes a USB-C to USB-A adapter if you want to go really old school. But here's the thing, when you're using that USB, you're sidestepping the built-in amps and DACs in your devices because honestly, this has a better one. So I will tell you, this has some pretty remarkable specs for something of this little tiny size. It is built around a Conexant CX31993 codec chip and a Maxim Max 97220 amp chip. So it's a dual chip DAC. And I'm going to give you some specs. For those of you that understand specs, you'll be like, really? That's actually pretty good. For those of you that don't, just assume big numbers are better. So PCM 32-bit 384 kilohertz. By comparison, a music CD is 16-bit at 44.1 kilohertz. So this can do way, way better than a CD in terms of what it can handle from that music source. Has an ADC, 96 kilohertz, 24-bit. And what's that for? That's because it will pass through voice. So if I plug in headphones with a mic, like something like this, with the microphone added to it, then it will actually pass that audio signal back to the source device from the headphones at really, really high quality. 96 kilohertz is plenty good enough for you to be able to record yourself singing or, sounding really clean for an audiobook or something. Signal to noise ratio is an impressive 124 decibels at 32 ohms. Total harmonic distortion is minus 95 decibels, again at 32 ohms. And it can handle 16 to 600 ohm impedance headphones. Obviously, the higher the ohms, the lower the volume is going to be, relatively speaking, because of just how that sort of math all works out. So this is Hi-Fi Gold certified, and Hi-Fi is really sort of the standard, dare I say, the gold standard for higher resolution audio, which is just going to sound better. And you're noticing in the middle here, and you can especially see it in this close-up, is this intriguing silver braided wire that they're using. This is an 8-strand, 4N silver-plated copper wire. So it's actually a crazy, ridiculously good quality wire for this tiny little device. And you'll also notice in the close-up that it has reinforcements at both ends, those clear plastic things, and that makes sure that it's not going to have any stress issues as you unplug it, plug it in, unplug it, plug it in. The larger section of this is made out of aluminum, and it has a little tiny sort of what looks like it might be a display, but it really is just a tiny preview window of the fact that, yes, there are chips inside this thing. So it's not just wires adapting so that you can go from one connector to another. It's actually doing something. And what it's doing is pretty darn nice. I just gotta say that, first off, being able to plug my headphones into my phone, big win. But it's not just doing that. It's giving me a bigger sound space. The sound stage is just this nice, it becomes like just a larger listening space. And it's clean and clear, there's no static, and all of the highs are like really precise, and those lows are really very nice. Of course, you can use an equalizer on your source device, on most devices, but really, I was very impressed that I went from listening, with just the regular adapter, and I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. These headphones sound good. And then I use this, and I'm like, oh, it's just like wasn't quite AM to FM, but it was certainly like going from FM to HD FM, and it really was very nice. I was listening to the latest Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning soundtrack, and I pretty much stopped working and just listened because it was so clean, and some of the percussion moments were just really this clean and really great sounding. So it does a really good job, and it's just ridiculously affordable, because I think so many people have this impression that, well, if you're going to get to high-res audio, if you're going to get to better quality than just the earbuds that you got for free with your Android phone or something, then you're going to have to spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And that's no longer true. This is a testament to how much of this sort of technology has been commoditized, because there's no question 5 years ago this would have been probably $100 or something, but it is so much less than that. It is so affordable that there's really no reason not to buy one if you're looking for an adapter. But even if you're not, I use this with my PC that has a 3.5 millimeter jack, and the music sounds better through this than it does through the built-in 3.5 millimeter jack, because this has chips designed to give it the best possible sound. So it's a really fun upgrade. It's extremely affordable. It has a little tiny fan base of people that are just absolutely enamored of this device, even weeks or months after they've purchased it and started using it. And as for me, there's no question that this does one job, and it does it really well, and I really like devices that do that. There's no buttons, there's no controls, there's no complexity. In fact, in the box, it doesn't even have instructions. It's literally, here you go, here's the thing, and here's the adapter, and plug it in and go. That's all you got to do. There's no driver downloaded needed. That's what that UAC 2.0 is that I mentioned at the beginning. So it integrates with modern devices and just gives you the best possible quality sound. Honestly, why wouldn't you want something like that, right? So it's a great upgrade, highly affordable, and honestly, a really fun stocking stuffer. This is something that could be a really nice way to sort of let someone take that next step up to higher quality audio. So that's everything I got. I really have no criticisms of it. I guess if I had to have something I'd criticize, it would be that it doesn't get super duper loud, but I would say that it was a very immersive experience with these biodynamic headphones using my iPhone. So, even if you don't have a perfect, super quality audio source, it's going to do a really good job of lifting that music up and giving you a better experience. So definitely a really fun upgrade. So we do need to talk price. Before we get there, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon for notifications of my new content, and give me a thumbs up if you found this of value. Excellent. This unassuming little device is the BZINK BA23 high-res UAC 2.0 audio adapter DAC. And it is, and it comes, I should say, in black or green. Kind of wish I got the green. It's a really cool green. And it is $19.99, currently discounted down to $17.99 at Amazon.com. I kid you not, this costs less than a burger, fries, and a beverage at a lot of honestly, even casual restaurants. And this, you will have a whole new life to everything you listen to, whether it's movies via YouTube, whether it's gaming, or whether it's just music that you're getting from Apple Music or Spotify or Amazon Music. So it's really just a way to level up your audio, and that's a great thing. There's so much beautiful music out there. That's what I got. I'm going to go back to my Mission Impossible soundtrack, so I'll catch you in my next video.